continues with the first of 4 between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Luke Weaver gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Odubel Herrera. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a hit.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Up next will be Nick Williams as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman when you have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws, not an easy double play to complete.
Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think this club could really use some improvement from Carlos Santana. Watching his last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Fowler is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Phillies down on just 4 pitches. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Jake Arrieta will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, this guy was unbelievably good in this last one. Struck out a ton of guys in an amazing performance, and all of his pitches were working. Let's hope he brings that A game back with him in this one.
Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Bounced softly in front of the plate. And there's one away. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. He leads the team in on-base percentage, and we all know that's become a highly valued stat in today's game. He makes things happen for his offense, and a lot of times when he's going good, the lineup is too.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
The shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So now Carlos Santana.
Leading off for Philadelphia, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone to lead off the inning. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Mike Franco, as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Jorge Alfaro.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. And this one's in the dirt. Franco on at first, nobody out. Hit in the air out to right. Fowler has a read on it. One away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on outfielder Dexter Fowler, a former World Series champ, an igniter on offense that can hit anywhere in the order and can handle himself in the middle of the diamond in center field, that premium position where you need him to be the captain. Dexter definitely fits that mold.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to Carpenter. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Tommy Pham. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta. Curveball looked at here for strike one. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
And there's one down now.
First baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. First offering on its way. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike two.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Struck him out. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jed Jerko. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. 0-1 the count. Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Hit high and deep to left field. Hoskins going back at the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch coming. Here it is. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
Standing in now, Odubel Herrera. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Fowler moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Digging in for his second at bat, Nick Williams. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at bat. Line toward the alley in left center, and that gets down as he can't get there in time. And a relay home, and he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Williams stands at first with 1 out. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese Hoskins.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Reese Hoskins. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Don't want to forget about him. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Fowler. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cardinals nothing. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jose Martinez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch coming. Here it is. To first. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Batting 8, catcher, Yadier Molina.
Striding into the box, Yadier Molina, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Oh, and 1 the count to Molina. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luke Weaver. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
So stepping in, Colton Wong, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get him.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
You know, D-Road, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Fowler behind a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Ready for another chance? Paul DeYoung. He popped out in his first trip. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. 0-2. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
And this one runs up high, ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a liner. Foul. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are. So now Carlos Santana.
Leading off for
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Right side and right into the shift. Wong has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile-an-hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Maikel Franco, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch on its way. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Well, fans love a lot of offense, and that's what they're getting here, Dan.
You said it, Matty. That's 10 hits in this game between the two teams already. Got to tell you, as a pitcher, this is a little painful for me to watch.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. This is line to left. Martinez is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 42, Jake Arrieta.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jake Arrieta. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Wong to his right. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Phillies lead it 3-2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt Carpenter is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Jed Jerko will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Front door curve is taken. Strike 2. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jed Jerko becomes out number 2 this inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Jose Martinez is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready once again, Odubel Herrera. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First offering on its way. Down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Line drive, base hit down the line. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now. So this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
From the stretch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hernandez, base runner at first with 1 out. Ground ball left side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, that wasn't the prettiest of swings, guys, right there. That's not how you usually draw it up, but that's a line drive in the box score the next day.
Here's Carlos Santana now as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield.
Third baseman number 7, Michael.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Michael Franco. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. He's set and the pitch. Grounder down the line at third. And he'll go to short way to retire the side. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cardinals 2. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. And he'll get in there safely. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision. Greg Garcia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Greg Garcia.
And he takes ball one. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fast.
Now a curveball that's yanked high and deep down the line in right. Williams is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw none.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Cards lead. John Brebbia takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 60.
Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. So he continues to hit the ball well. His second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in once again, J.P. Crawford. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First offering on its way. Ripped down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And 2 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pham moving forward. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 40, Jake Arrieta.
Ready for another shot now. Jake Arrieta. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. From the belt, kicks and deals. Sliders in for a strike. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
You could definitely tell this hitter's been guessing at the plate and guessing wrong. But here's where you can't expand the zone. You have to take a deep breath and try and fight yourself back to an even count.
Takes this the other way to right. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his second knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Martinez will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Striding in once again, Nick Williams. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, Molina was calling for something down in the zone, but he didn't execute the pitch. Nothing for a catcher to do but to tell his guy to shake it and hope he sharpens up his command.
Now batting, second baseman, Saison Hernandez.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. DeYoung will put this one away, and the side is retired. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the Phillies 7 and the Cardinals 2. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Paul DeYoung becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Here's Matt Carpenter. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Behind 0-2 now. Tapped up the first baseline. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Adam Wainwright is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. 0-1 the count. Drilled down the line. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. So now Carlos Santana. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Now the 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. DeYoung's got it. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to 2nd and 3rd with 1 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though. Probably wanted more out of that at bat with runners in scoring position, but at least he does the job and brings 1 home. Maybe the next guy can pick up the runner at 3rd now.
Now at the plate, J.P. Crawford, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into very shallow right. Fowler has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Phillies 8 and the Cardinals 2. Here's Jed Jerko now.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
First offering on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
In there at the letters, 1 and 2 now. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Into the box now, Jose Martinez. As he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands, it's strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. There's a strike.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
7 in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. Still 8-2. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Jake Arrieta. He singled his last time up.
Arrieta.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So the pitcher reaches base to start the inning. That means they'll flip the lineup card with a man aboard and nobody out.
Center fielder.
Hey, have a day right here. 3rd knock of the game for the pitcher. Don't be shocked if he's not in the 3-hole for this manager tomorrow.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. He swings and sends it on a line to right center, and that'll get down out there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit, and a relay to the plate. Tag there by Molina. He's out at the plate.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos
So
Santana.
stepping in, Carlos Santana. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming from Wainwright. No balls and a strike to count. Hernandez over at second. Hoskins at first. 2 out in the inning. Lifted down the line in left. Martinez sprinting after it, and that's the third out. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. It's the Phillies 9 and the Cardinals 2. Marcell Ozuna is out of the dugout now, as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright.
Marcell Ozuna.
Sent on the ground out to second, and that is through into right field for a single. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the eighth.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and one strike.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap of our game to this point. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Williams is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
Ready once again, Paul DeYoung. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Here's the 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard up the middle. Crawford has it, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. This one pretty well in the bag. 9th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 9 and the Cardinals 2. Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast on MLB Network. Sam Tuivailala comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Ready for another shot now, Maikel Franco. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Franco.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good bite to the slider there as it's chopped foul at the plate. Strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Heading out towards shallow right. Fowler has a read on it. One away.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Ready for another chance. Jorge Alfaro. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Now the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Pham moves over, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Martinez will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Phillies on top, 9-2. Digging in once again, Tommy Pham starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Too high, ball 3. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Chasing after it is Williams, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Riding in once again, Matt Carpenter. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. A fastball that just misses inside.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Another 1-2 delivery. Bounce towards the second baseman. On to first, and that means the Cardinals are down to their final out now.
Now batting, third baseman, Jed Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. A curveball that catches the inside corner. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
The count now at 2-2. Sliced hard on the ground, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
The ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Phillies have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.